Hey, it's Zisteau. Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. If you missed last episode, we built this thing, and if you need a recap, here's a recap. Bing-a-da-bang-a-da-bing-a-bang, boop! So, since last episode, I have painted all of this, and that actually turned out to be a serious undertaking. More than 5,000 color cartridges were used. If anything could take a color, a machine, a splitter, a merger, a belt, a pipe, a wall, a window, we painted it. Over 5,000 color cartridges, but now we're done. All the prep work is finished, and it's time to actually plug the thing in and see if it works. Ooh. But I'm sure there's probably time, right? We can just take a little slight detour and... Well, it's been a while, and I've been kind of jonesing. Ooh. Ooh.
Other selves, you are being entrusted with this serious task because of the nature of the working area. You will have no more than 90 seconds to solve this problem. Listen carefully to each of my instructions. This is the working area. We must clear the uranium. Take care not to stumble. Take care not to fall. You will need to move quickly, and you will need to move carefully. These are the most important 90 seconds of your life. Other selves, you are being entrusted with this serious task because of the nature of the working area. You will have no more than 90 seconds to solve this problem. Listen carefully to each of my instructions. This is the working area. We must clear the uranium. Take care not to stumble. Take care not to fall. You will need to move quickly, and you will need to move carefully. These are the most important 90 seconds of your life.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Wait. Hang on. Usually after I partake, and then I come to sometime later, a whole bunch of stuff has been changed or updated or built. Everything looks the same. Huh. Okay, that's a little weird. But anyway, what were we doing? Oh, that's right. Okay, so the build is done, and it's time to plug it in. So that is what we're going to do now. We're going to start everything running, and we got to do some testing, make sure everything's working right. We have a few truck lines to record, but before we can record any truck lines, we need fuel for our trucks, and that's going to come in the form of coal from down that way. Alright, so all the belts are filling up, and the coal has showed up, which means we can record our 2 truck lines for the quartz and the sulfur. Let's get a fresh truck and plop it down right underneath the little dispenser thing, or the gantry, I guess is what it's called. Okay, yeah, that looks fine. By the way, I've had several trucks fall through the ground, and they're now stuck under here somewhere. And I don't seem to be able to get to them or deconstruct them, so pro tip, only place your truck when you're ready to record the route. Once it's got its route recorded, I think it should be fine. I'm gonna make sure it's a little bit closer to the truck stop here. Okay, so, we've done this before, but I'll do it again on camera. At least the beginning and the end anyway. If we need to record a truck route, I'm gonna inch up a little bit farther. Want to be right underneath there. Hold down V, and we want to go to the start recording section. And I'm just gonna sit here for about 15 or 20 seconds. Of course, I can always edit the duration of this pause later by clicking on the little node that's gonna pop up. And since I can do that, that's long enough. So we'll go ahead and be off on our way. We're going to have 2 truck lines, and so I just want to make sure that the trucks, that their routes are sort of parallel. Whenever they are going in the same area, I want them to be going in the same direction so we don't have any potential collisions when I'm in the area. This ground was extremely uneven and bumpy, and I had trucks just flipping left and right, so I did fill in some gaps here and there. You may notice all the signposts of the... Hey, buddy, you're in the way! You may notice all of the lookout towers. I placed them down so I know where I'm going. And after we've recorded the route and it's operating properly, I'll come back and I'll get rid of them. And now for the fun part, we get to actually drive through this poison mist. I've tried doing this with my gas mask on, but your gas mask doesn't do anything when you're inside of a vehicle, so we just have to get through it. I should be able to survive, though. Should be okay. And we gotta turn there. And then stop underneath here. And wait for the thing to say it's finished loading. Say hello to the heatsink area, which still has not had a cosmetic overhaul. We'll get to that eventually. I think I'll actually slow down right here for a little bit. Yeah, oh, catching some air. Catching some air. Slow down. Go around the corner. Leave room for the other truck. Slow down, and we're almost there. Okay, and we're done. And since we did a complete circuit, I can do finish recording, and then I can say enable autopilot and get out. And I actually want to wait for the truck to get out of here so I can edit the nodes that are underneath it right now. Go on, get out of here, fella. Is that container floating? Okay, so we've got multiple little recording doodads here, and I'm going to get rid of the second pause one. The first one is this one, which is the one we started with. I know that because it's longer, 18 seconds. This one's only 4.5 seconds, so I'm just going to delete that node. We don't need two pauses. And I'm going to delete that arrow as well, so that the truck doesn't think it needs to, like, come to a stop and back up or whatever. I think that arrow node is fine. And this one I will just increase to, let's just say 25. I don't know the exact time we need, but that should be more than enough. Set wait time, confirm. There we go. All right, so now we just need to do it for the other one, which is the sulfur. Hey, buddy, you're in the way again. Okay, so last time we went up there to the left. This time we're going to go off to the right, and same thing, just follow the signposts. Try not to crash. If I screw it up, then I just start over, do it again. Nice little glimpse of the rail line. And just like that, here we are. So here is the sulfur truck stop. Oh no! Okay, I gotta do this one again. Yeah, I definitely screwed that up. These things are filled with helium, apparently. Alright, easy does it. God damn it! Are you serious? Okay, third time's the charm. I couldn't possibly screw it up a third time, right? Turn! Oh my god, I almost did it. Stop. Take your stuff, but don't move. Load the thing up. We are sort of on a hill, but I don't think that'll pose a problem for any time other than the recording session. Does that look like there's water underneath the ground? What is going on with the textures? Okay, that's weird, but it's done loading, so let's get out of here. And we just drive all the way back, and I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong. Alright, now we're in the home stretch, and this bozo is in the way as always. And we've got some parallel arrows. As long as we're going the same direction as those, I don't think it'll be an issue. Oh, we need to turn here. Pay attention. I'm starting to lose my focus. Starting to lollygag, and... oh, another one? Seriously, guys. We got industrial stuff to do, and it's about to be really radioactive, so they are going to have a bad day. Alright, but here's the end anyway. We made it. Stop. Back up. I will delete these arrows and the additional pause. And then we say finish recording and enable autopilot, and I'm getting out. And we wait for the truck to get out of the way, and then I delete the redundant little arrow so it doesn't go forward and back once it gets to the stop. And that's it. That is all of our resources besides the uranium set up. Incidentally, there is an alternative source of sulfur about the same distance away. We're using this one over here. The alternative one is over here. And there just happens to be this very convenient bridge running right along the edge of the map that we could have taken to get to this one. But you can probably guess at this point why we're not using this bridge. So, all the items are flowing down belts with the exception of the last one, uranium. So now we're going to summon it via train. We'll set this train up, and then while we wait for it to bring the uranium back, we will set up the nuclear waste train. Hop in this guy, hit the V button, give it 2 stops, and tell the second one to come back here. Turn the autopilot on, and that's it. You're done, skis. Very simple and straightforward, at least at this point in the game's development, when trains don't have signals or collision or anything like that. Very easy to dive in. If you're intimidated by trains in games like Factorio, then maybe this is the game for you to experiment with trains. Pretty simple, straightforward. Okay, next one. This guy is going to be the same. 1, 2, 1. Reverse the guy on the back, so it's basically just a shuttle. Both of these are just shuttles going back and forth. This guy is going to go from nuclear waste to the nuclear dump, and that is it. Autopilot on. And get out. He won't have anything to do for a while until we ramp up our power, because I don't think we're going to be generating much in the way of nuclear waste, but it's probably a pretty good idea to get him set up. And it's important to make sure that your train stations are set up. This one to load the train up, and the one down there at the dump to unload the train. Otherwise, the waste is just going to pile up here. There he goes. So long. Oh, here comes the uranium train now. It's gonna be right above us, and I'm kind of curious exactly how far the radiation is gonna blast us from, if we're gonna be able to operate down here without a hazmat suit for a while. Oh, radiation. Oh yeah, I'm taking damage. It's not a huge amount of damage, but it's damage. Wow, okay, that's super cool. Okay, so perhaps I should get off my perch, and we should go down within the building and just eyeball all the different machines, make sure everything's operating. Even from down here, we're getting the radiation. So, oh yeah, my hazmat suit. I must have put it in a container somewhere. Let me go try to find it. Alright, I've returned with my hazmat suit. I can get all the way to here before the radiation hits. I think it is in a sphere around the location where it's getting offloaded up there. Here's my hazmat suit, and I made some filters, some iodine-infused filters, so we don't take any more damage. There we go. Okay, take that off. Let's just run around, and let's just sort of confirm visually that all the different machines are working properly. This is Caterium right here getting turned into quick wire, and those are copper sheets, and those 2 layouts are getting lifted up to assemblers to make AI limiters. And now that we are mortal, once again, we can't fly around, so I'll have to walk along the walkways to find everything, which will be a little bit more confusing because I tried to make everything look cool, and I separated all the machines with this big open area hovering over thin air, which is not very conducive to not having jetpacks. But these are the AI limiters right there, and above us somewhere are the stators. Those are getting combined into the fuel rods, or the control rods, or whatever they're called. Over here, we've got some quartz crystals, and the quartz crystals are getting lifted up, I think, along with some rubber. Those are for the crystal oscillators. So we're making rubber here, and we're outputting some of that residual stuff, and that's getting turned into coke right here from this guy. And then we're just awesome sinking the coke like we have previously. Let's find a platform or a walkway. I want to go up that one. Uh-oh. Yeah, no jetpack. I wanted to walk there, and I thought I could do a funny jump. All right, let's run back around. Maybe if I was right... Yeah, that's what I want, right here. There we go. We got some items getting lifted up the side of the building right there. A lot of these belts get routed around the corner right here. Okay, that's the awesome sink we were just talking about. So I want to run up this walkway here. Those are the AI limiters. So I'm trying to find the Detours, which should be right above. And I think it's going to take a while for this area to spool up properly with all the radioactive stuff. So I think we don't have to worry about blowing through all our filters right away while we check that everything's working. These are making the oscillators. There's 3 of these manufacturers. They get merged, and then they get divided among all the different fuel rod manufacturers that are above us. They get lifted up and then split. If we run over here... Okay, Detours, AI limiters, making electromagnetic control rods. Here's one component of the Detours, the copper wire, and there should be steel pipes either above us or below us. I'm not sure which. I'm going to say it's above us because of that. That item getting lifted. Let's see if I can find a walkway. Got any of them walkways? Oh, it's right out there. I just saw it. Okay. It's a little bit confusing. I designed this place flying around, and now I'm not allowed to fly around. Or I guess I could. I would just start taking damage. Yeah, okay. So here's the steel pipes up here. These get lifted down. All right, let's check the other side, and to get over there quickly, I'm going to don my jetpack. Yeah, the damage isn't too bad. I can use my jetpack here and there to get around faster. So on this side, we're making beacons, and these are pretty simple. Iron plates, iron rods, wire, and cable. Kind of similar thing. We're just having different floors making the basic stuff. Lifting them up and down, yada, yada, yada. It's pretty basic. Pretty basic, but then back here... we have the actual uranium, and this guy right here, this refinery, is making sulfuric acid? No, it's making the uranium pellets. There's the uranium right there, and it's also using sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is getting made in this one right here. Why am I... oh, I keep thinking I have a jetpack. I'm just leaping around like a monkey. Okay, sulfuric acid getting made from the sulfur, which we brought from the truck, and some water coming down from an additional water extractor down there. That gets combined with the uranium to make some uranium pellets. Over here, we're making some quick wire, which is also used for the uranium pellet, whatever they're called. And then beneath us, I think we've got some silica getting made from the quartz. All that's getting lifted up above us. Let's see if we can make our way up there. We need to find some staircases, which are right here. So we can find where all those items are getting sent to. Aha, right here. Okay. So all those guys are getting combined to make uranium, infused uranium cells. And that, oh my gosh, they're glowing green. Oh, that's so awesome. Oh, look at the big line of them. Oh, wow. They're all glowing green. By the way, I think the pipes look super cool, all painted like this. We have a lot of pipes. Oh, it just looks so cool. I know I probably shouldn't be waiting around here while the control rods craft. I should head to safer territory to preserve my iodine filters. I just can't stop staring at these belts. It's so cool that they glow in the dark. It really did end up looking really cool. I'm really happy with the way that this build turned out. Ooh, and there they are, the first of the nuclear fuel rods. It's a pretty long craft, but now we have some flowing down the lines, and I think pretty much all of these guys should be at the same point, so we should be about to have a whole bunch of these flowing down the belts. Yeah, there's some right there. So they're going to get to this point. This side is going to go up to this point, and there is a splitter there, and that splitter basically divides them between our 3 different floors. So that belt goes to the first floor, and then that one to the second floor, and that one there will take them all the way up to the 3rd floor. We're about to have a pretty big spike in power available as our nuclear reactors come online. Let's try to chase them up and follow them, and I will show you sort of how they get divided and how we're going to get around. I've built a number of walkways for us to get around. We will try to chase them, I guess. There's staircases here on the sides that I can use to walk up and down. There's a splitter. They're getting divided between the different floors, so these are going to all the different reactors on this side, and each reactor has its own pipe of water. And it's going to get a fuel rod in just a second, and then it also has an output spot for the nuclear waste, which is going to be right here just below. And that actually, it's kind of harder to look at it, but it traces its path through the truss structure that's holding everything up through there. Oh, they're making noise. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Insert fuel. I guess that one doesn't have one yet. This one's got one, though. Look at that. Why does it say insert fuel if it looks like it has one? Oh, 16 gigawatts. Okay, so we've got 4 reactors that are online. Oh, that's exciting. Look at these steps. We had 1, and then another, and then 2 more. And we've got these things flowing all the way down, and we're not going to be using our power until we start building more base. So we should be able to spike all the way up to, what, 96 gigawatts? Yeah, now we're up to 28.5. Look at those steps. 33, 36. Yes, power. 38, 41. Whoa. Oh, it's exciting. 43.5, 46. I just want to watch it. All right, let's go up top. I wonder what happens if I take my hazmat suit off. Not too bad. Okay, but we just fired the thing up, right? And the dump site... Oh, no, I don't want that. We want the hazmat suit. The dump site is where the trouble is really going to be in the long run, and that's why we put that way out into the abyss. And incidentally, this is what the place looks like, all painted. I think it looks really fantastic. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and all the work was totally worth it. And now we have all the power we're ever going to need to build the rest of our base. I don't know if we're totally at 100% power. I guess we can go check over here. 93.5. Yeah, we're just waiting for one more reactor to come on to get to 96 gigawatts. Oh, okay. I think I found one error in the build. You see this guy? There's no power line connecting him to the network. He's got a fuel rod, but no connection to the network. Okay, so here's how the power is connected. Bing, bang, boom, like that. I'm using these wall units, and to place those, here's a little pro tip. Here's how I did it. So you place a fence on top of the frame foundation, and then you can place these little wall outlets right on top of it, and then get rid of the fence afterwards, and you've got a little power line there connector connected seemingly to your foundation. I don't know why you can't just snap it to the foundation. That would be super handy. But I have run the power lines through there, and we should be up to 90 gigawatts now, 96 gigawatts. Yeah, we're at full capacity. Ooh. I wonder if we're generating any nuclear waste yet. Maybe we can go check our dump site. So if there is any waste here, I should start to get a radiation reading. Let's just fly up here. And I got to get out of the habit of flying over the void, because I'm going to walk out here one time without my jetpack on. I'm going to fall into the void down there. If there is any waste, it would be back here, but I don't think our base is, our worldwide power network is generating enough power, or requiring enough power, to make enough use of our nuclear reactors to generate the waste. Yeah, there's no waste yet, because we're just not using enough of our newly found power. But now that we got it, we can start using it. Incidentally, check out this sweet arch I built to support our nuclear waste area. Oh, doesn't it look awesome? Oh, it looks so awesome. So anyway, it's operational, everything is working properly, and now the next step to, next step is actually put on your hazmat suit, but step after that is to start building more base, firing everything up, using more of this power. We're not going to generate any nuclear waste until we use more power, and I was really excited about the nuclear waste, so I gotta get right on that building more base thing so we can get some nuclear waste going up in here. That's the end of the video, though. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Have a good day and bye-bye.